Alright, so we've got 3 bags here. If we had a larger stuff sack, it'd all be in one. We've got the tarp bag. The only thing in here is your tarp. We've got hardware bag. This has your ropes and your stake. And this is the hammock, the under quilt, and the top quilt. So this is everything you'll be sleeping in. So the first thing we gotta do is put the ropes on the trees. You gotta find trees that are appropriately spaced. These are perfect. You won't find them like this, so you have to find ones that are a little bit wider than this. Preferably, the wind is going to be going this way and not this way, and you'll see why. So, this is really simple, unless the tree is bigger than you are. You hang your rope at about chest height. And you chase the rope around the tree. So you fasten this on simply by running the end of the rope through the loop. It's a pretty simple concept. Now it'll, you know, when you pull on this, it'll tighten it. So there's one rope. And in case you missed that, we're going to go here. So we wrap the rope around the tree at
how high?
Titty high. And then, you know, you put the rope through there and then it can slide around, but you know, it tightens when you pull on it. So these are what the hammock hangs by. I'll show you how that works as soon as I get the hammock out.
Ropes are on trees.
Ropes are on trees. Now we're getting the hammock out.
Woo! Hammock! Yay for the hammock! We're going to say, this is a video for you. When we make a promotional video...
Special prototype yellow.
Alright, so when we make a real promotional video for selling these, you know, we'll send it. Don't show this to anybody. This is for you.
This is top secret.
Top secret. You only.
You're the first.
Well, first besides us.
Well, yeah. First besides the developer's family. So... what I'm doing here is I'm confused because I messed up when I put it away. Erica got to see me do that. But it's really not this complicated. Whatever you do, don't unclip this clip. Don't take these apart until you've got the rest of it figured out, okay? So what you're looking for is a clean loop here. You don't want it all twisted up like I had it. I mean, I probably should have showed you what it looks like when it was twisted up. Maybe you saw it. So
she's talking about the black ropes and the white rope.
Yeah, and the hammock. So
you want it to
like a loop.
Like that.
So,
alright.
Now we're going to go ahead and hang it.
Unclip one side.
You unclip one side, hold on to the other side. And you come over here and you put this metal thingy through both loops. And then it's like...
and you're putting it both through that color loop?
Yep, this loop.
And this loop.
And the black loop.
Real close there.
Yep. And then the hard part, we go to the other side and do the same thing.
Oh, so hard.
So it's not really hard. You can just leave that blue clip on there. It is pointless at this point. It's only for putting it back away.
Yes, but leave it on there so you don't lose it and you know where it is.
There you go.
So we are hanging. Let me back up. Obviously,
we're not hanging.
We're not hanging, but we're hanging.
So here's how we adjust this. And because I know these trees are just right, I'm actually going to bring it all the way up here. This has magic knots right here. These knots will slide up and down this rope until later when we don't want them to. So I'm just going to slide it right up there. And then I'm putting the metal thing through the loops again. Ta-da.
So basically all we did was move it from one side to the other. We're going to do it again up close here.
So you take it off, because if there's pressure on this, it won't slide. So it's important to take it off when you're sliding these up. So
while you're still holding it.
Yep. And then you put it on there.
Put it back around again the same way you just had it.
I said my trees were perfect. This isn't okay. See how this is all saggy? That will annoy you all night.
Yep.
So I said my trees were perfect. Well, they kind of are, but here's the final adjustment. You just take your rope and you push it away so it tightens, and you can do the same thing on both sides. If you go the wrong way, you'll know. I always go the wrong way. And then I'm like, oh, why is it looser? So you just push. And what you're looking for is a straight line. Right here.
See how it's taut?
This ridge line. Yep. The tighter, the better.
Yep.
So, wow. Hammock's hung.
Hammock's hung.
So, I'm going to show you this while we're not covered up with the tarp.
Ruth, you're a beautiful Vanna White, by the way, Ruth.
Thank you. So, one of the things to keep you from being annoyed all night is to make sure that this is hung level. And once I sit in it, I'm going to adjust it again because it stretches a little bit. So you sit down in the middle. You can tell it's the middle because it has this cute little thing here.
Between her legs.
Yep. And you can kind of feel if it's pushing you this way or that way. You want it to feel centered. This is actually not too bad. Which brings me to this. I don't know if you can get that. But there are instructions on how to lay in the hammock.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, you don't want to lay from end to end. You want to lay diagonally. It'll make sense when you're in it.
Yes.
But if you forget,
that's better.
If you forget, there's instructions right here on this little handy
pouch.
pouch.
See, wait, I got it now. Put it back down.
Oh.
See, no diagonal. What? All
No,
you
do want diagonal.
Yeah, I said it backwards. She kept saying diagonal. There you go. See,
okay.
Beautiful.
And this is a handy little thing. You can put whatever in there at night.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, flashlight.
Water, flashlight.
Yep. Okay, so we got that. I think that's all I needed to say about hanging the hammock part.
Nope.
So the only thing left now is the tarp, the part that keeps you dry and actually does some warming. So let's do that.
Ooh,
so
I'm all
the
fuzzy
tarp
again.
bag, you pull it out. You got to be a little careful with this. You don't want it on the ground and stepping on it. You'll put holes in it, which you'll have a repair kit, but you don't want to do it. Because then you'll be wet and cold.
Yes. And sucky.
So, these ends with the blue tab hole thingy, that's going to go on the same little mechanism that holds your tarp up. Okay, and you want the orange side up. And this goes corner to corner. So it's like a diamond, not a square.
Yes, diamond,
right
not
here.
square.
Now, I said I was going to adjust it. I didn't do it. So this is saggy. So you would have wanted to adjust that before you did it. But, so it's my ass, my butt.
Yes. Stop swearing. You're a bad influence.
Okay, so here we have our stretchy part that goes into the ground and our stakes. I have this set really far because I was in strange circumstances last time I used this. But you can make whatever you want up here if you want another one, but this works. So important, you probably already know this, but angle your stake in towards the tent like that.
That way. Angle the stakes that way. Okay, I'm going to go this side.
Same thing on the other side. Basically, you're just pulling this tight.
Making it all purdy and stuff.
Yeah, keeping the wind out, keeping the rain out.
Angling.
Of course, I'm sure you know if it's rainy and the ground's not holding, you can put a rock right there and you're done after you put the stake in. So there. There's that.
Let me back up.
Erica, if you take a shot from the end, you don't want the wind like underneath.
Oh.
Shoot down through. Hey! You don't want the wind blowing this way because, you know, you'll have wind on you.
Yes.
So it makes sense if the wind is blowing this way, this will protect you, and it also reflects heat. If you have a fire, you can flip one side up and you will bake. Absolutely bake. You'll be way too warm. So the last thing is the blanket, and I can show you that outside of here. It's not a sleeping bag. It doesn't go all the way around you because you have a sleeping bag under you in the hammock. It's built in. So it's not a square blanket. It has this thing that looks like a hood, and you might think it goes this way, but it doesn't unless you're around the campfire. That goes on your feet. So it wraps around your feet and keeps your feet warm because it's hard to adjust it around your feet if your feet come out. So
keep your feet in the bottom and wrap it around you.
Yep. The other thing is, if you like comfort, you would put the red against you. It's soft. But if you're a hardcore camper and you actually just want to stay nice and warm, you put the nylon side against you, the gray side. So that's my personal technical opinion.
Yes.
Probably doesn't matter. So you have your feet down in the pocket, and then you have your blankie up here. And I hope this is long enough for you.
It should be.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
And you probably want a little, you know, sweat socks behind your head as a pillow. It doesn't take much in the hammock. So there you go.
There you go. It's up. Done deal.